Defeats in the last 11 years, and remember, Chester City are their bogey side. Visitors had given the county fans sufficient grief last season by winning here 4-0. And it wasn't until half an hour gone when this Jim Gannon header finally put Billy Stewart into the game. 2 minutes later, and the incident that then turned the first half completely Stockport's way. A full-blooded challenge from Eddie Bishop catching David Frayne with a speed that had you drawing breath. Even in slow motion, it's quite quick, and it's not a pretty sight. The colour of the card was bound to be the interesting point, and when referee Stephen Bell produced a red-coloured card, the opinion was split on whether it was brave or whether it was a harsh decision. With 10 men against them, County were well on top, and this David Miller shot looked to be a magnificent goal before it was outshone by a better save. But the goal finally came as half-time approached. Darren Knowles' lovely cross on the stretch, Alan Finley's header, arriving comfortably for Jim Gannon's easy finish. But as so often happens, it was the side with 10 men who came out the more positive in the second half and put themselves on level terms, thanks to the efforts of David Thompson and the head of Paul Comstiff. Few chances came afterwards to either side, but the main talking point was the interpretation of a lunge by Kevin Francis for what he felt was a loose ball. The Chester City players clearly felt it was something far worse, but interestingly, it was goalkeeper Billy Stewart who attempted to calm the whole situation down. Kevin Francis was booked, the final score 1-1. Chester boss Harry McNally, hobbling after a pre-season injury, had strong views on the sending off of his man, Eddie Bishop.
I don't think it was a brave decision. I think it was a bad decision. I mean, the player got up and played on. He stayed on the field for the rest of the game. I'm not saying he didn't hurt him in the first place, but I thought professional football was about pain.
In fairness, all I've got to say about my side today, that they probably thought that because they had 10, they got the right to go and beat him by 2 or 3, and probably more. And that doesn't work in football.
Down in Megara.